A nuclear deal in Iran, a refugee crisis in Syria spreading into Europe, and tension with Russia over Syria as well. Not a day goes by without a story about the Middle East among the headlines, and negative headlines more often than positive. And yet business does go on. And here in our region, the American-Middle East Institute seeks to build bridges among public and private sector leaders. The Institute's annual conference coming up on October 20th. Harun Rashid serves on the board of the AMEI. He's also Vice President for International Business Development for UPMC. Simin Curtis back with us, President and CEO of the American-Middle East Institute. Welcome. Good to see both of you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so here we come again. You've got a jam-packed agenda as usual, kind of almost doing two conferences in one this year?
It seems that way. We're doing a health and technology focus, and we'll have the Egyptian Minister of Health coming with a large delegation, but we also have a large delegation from Algeria led by the Minister of Industry and Mines. So we're covering a lot of different topics, and we're pushing doing business in the Middle East and North Africa.
And North Africa. I was going to think about Algeria. I don't usually think of that. But yeah, obviously ties in like Libya and Egypt, and I know they've come in past years to be part of this. I wonder, when you've joined the board of the AMEI, I mean, you see value in this type of a conference and having this kind of bridge building happening here in our region?
Absolutely. I think when you look at the demand for health care overseas, and what they typically look at is somebody like UPMC, who is very innovative in delivering medicine through technology and highest safety and quality standard. And with Simin's help, we are able to bring people to this community that actually observes what UPMC has to offer around the world, and we're doing this, you know, day in, day out, managing patients actively in Colombia directly from Pittsburgh, or delivering through telehealth, taking care of patients thousands of miles away. And so Simin's help to coordinate that and bring those individuals here is just a wonderful way to bridge the two countries together.
I wonder, so you're not talking necessarily about building big hospitals in Abu Dhabi or Qatar or any of those countries necessarily. That's not how this might work?
Well, at this point, I mean, we're very selective because we want to make sure that the UPMC brand, you know, resonates well throughout the world, but we place it in the right place. And so while you have seen some of our other counterparts create hospitals in those territories, it's not that we don't have an interest. We're being very selective as to where we want to be and provide that services. And it's an organic growth for UPMC. You know, we have cancer centers in Kazakhstan, we have presence in China, we have a hospital in Italy, we have presence in Colombia, and I do believe, you know, we're going to have eventually a presence in Middle East as well.
Pretty remarkable. Got to ask you about the Algerian. Is this just some government delegation, some trade minister, or who's coming from Algeria?
Well, who's coming from Algeria are CEOs representing the healthcare industry, the transportation, infrastructure.
So CEOs, this is a bunch of businesses that are coming.
All CEOs.
Really?
Some of them are government-owned entities, public corporations, and some some are private. And
so they're coming to buy potentially, or look for partners or do deals?
They say they are coming to buy. They want to buy equipment and technology, and they want to build partnerships on the spot. And so we're very excited that they're coming to Pittsburgh, and we can showcase all that we have here.
And it sounds like you think there's a growing market there in the healthcare universe as well for the other side of this conference.
Absolutely. I mean, throughout the world, we see an influx of countries reaching out to us to identify how they can improve their healthcare infrastructure, because what they need is training. They need, you know, technical training. They need training for their physicians. They want to be able to provide the same level of care that we provide here as in the U.S. that we take it for granted day to day, and they want to be able to raise that bar to ensure that they can take care of their citizens the same way we take care of our citizens in this country with the best health care in the region.
Wow, big opportunities there. Your headliner this year, Fareed Zakaria, coming back to Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Fareed Zakaria is coming back to Pittsburgh. He's, you know, he runs the flagship, he's host of the flagship CNN program on international affairs, And he knows about the world, of course, but I would say the Middle East in particular, including Iran and the broader region. And I think he'll have a lot to say. I mean, he will have a large delegation here from Egypt, and he can talk about what's going on in Egypt.
He's got plenty of material to work with this year, that's for sure. So if people want to find out more or get plugged in or participate, you've got a website?
They should go to AmericanMEI.org. And they can buy tickets to both the business conference and the evening event with Fareed Zakaria.
AmericanMEI.org. Simin Curtis, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
UPMC, thank you both so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah. And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.